just when I thought there won't be any more stories of fraud involving Nigerians in diaspora anymore. And then, whoosh, I saw another post or a story of a fraud case involving an alleged Nigerian pastor and a certain monarch of in Nigeria. So, guys, let's dive into the story, all right? Hello, everybody. Welcome back again to my channel. My name is Wemimo, and I'm also known as Statman of 5 and also known as TMO5 Kanduko. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. So, just like I said earlier on, that some people the money that is meant for businesses to be able to rise up again after COVID-19, some of us Nigerians in diaspora thought it was a way of getting rich quicker. And you will have thought that it would have been an alleged lazy Nigerian youth, right? But in this case, it was not a lazy Nigerian youth. It's a correct Odogu, somebody's husband, somebody's father that got involved in this case. And I love the fact I must commend the US government. I must commend the FBI. Come, if you think you can commit crime and in a hole somewhere in Nigeria, and you commit that crime towards the US and you think you will not be found, you are on a long thing. You are on a long thing. So let me read this story here. So I found this news on People's Gazette. Guys, I did not know that People's Gazette carry all this story. So any other story now, I think I'm going to be sleeping on People's Gazette. Shout out to People's Gazette anyway. So it says here that FBI arrests a US-based Nigerian pastor over multi-million-dollar internet fraud. So on the 26th of October 2021, he wired $1 million COVID funds to Dayspring Transportation, his company, which is a brokerage account. So this rich news was reported this year, 2025, okay? So the FBI has arrested Nigerian pastor Edwina Abiodun Oluwasami for conspiring with Osun Monarch, a whole traditional man, Oba Joseph Oloyede, to defraud the US government of $4.2 million COVID-19 relief funds. Like the Akpetu of Ikpetumodu, Mr. Oluwasami also submitted forged documents to apply for the COVID-19 loans meant to lessen the financial burden of struggling businesses during the pandemic. Yes, that same thing was also done here in the UK as well, because lots of businesses shut down. Small business that just started, they shut down. Some even, they were even owing debt. But the UK government also did something like this, to help with, or maybe if they're owing rent, to help them pay the rent, and also to help some people start back up again. And that is what some of our a monarch and a certain Nigerian pastor thought it was a quick way to get rich. They used forged documentation. They used Oluwole to perfect the process at which and this is not just 1,000 or 20,000, millions of dollars. So Mr. Oluwasami used his three companies, Dayspring Property Incorporated, Dayspring Holdings, and Dayspring Transportation, to obtain millions of dollars, which he later diverted for his own personal expenses in breach of US federal law. So you see them riding choice cars, wearing designer clothes, designer shoes, going on luxury day. They are doing all of these things at the expense of money that should have helped people who are actually struggling. That money that's been set in place to all people who actually needed the money most, and then they've used it to satisfy their own personal pleasures. The US-based Nigerian pastor was indicted for fraud on a 13-count charge and arrested in Cleveland in April. The suspected clergy conman was later released on a $20,000 US dollar bail on the condition that he appears in court for trial and serve out his sentences if handed prison time. In September 2020, Mr. Oluwasami did a wire transfer of about 221,000 US dollars to pay for a commercial property on Soit Flame Road, Route Euclid in Ohio. On October 26, 2021, he also wired $1 million US COVID-19 funds to Dayspring Transportation, his company in Boku. Like, how was he able to get $1 million? How? Prosecutors already seized over 600,000 US dollars from the Nigerian pastor, but were also seeking a forfeiture of the confiscated sum and other properties acquired with the proceeds of fraud. FBI seized almost 600,000 US dollars from Mr. Oluwasami's Dayspring Transportation account with Fidelity Investment ending in 5800 on April 5, 2024. I won't be surprised that all these businesses he allegedly owned, they are not allegedly working as a transportation. They are probably used as a face to siphon innocent people's money. Let me keep reading. So, almost 20,000 US dollars was seized in the Nigerian pastor's Dayspring property account, ending with 3548 in Key Bank on the same day. Both Mr. Olanrewaju's US and Nigerian passport were confiscated to guarantee his appearance for court. Well done. His name in the US passport is Edward Olanrewaju Abiodun Oluwasanmi, and his passport number is 58 blah 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 76, while that of Nigerian passport is A1031 blah 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 blah. So, per his bail terms, he will be re-arrested if he missed any appearances at the court for his trial. He better not miss any court appearances, okay? Mr. Oluwadarasemi, don't miss court, so don't miss the court case, okay? Don't miss it. You need to, like, if you can't do the crime, do not commit the crime. You allegedly commit the crime of fraud, so be ready to dance to the tune of the consequences of your actions. So, Mr. Oluwasanmi and the Osun Monarchs fraud case add to the already long list of Nigerian fraudsters convicted and languishing in United States jails. Wow. Wow. Ogun Governor Dapo Abiodun's associate, Bidemi Rufai, suffered a similar fate and was in prison and was in December released from the Fox Dix Correctional Facility where he had served out his jail term for fraud. That was another Nigerian court who finished his jail term in December there. So obviously the news report that in December 2024, that suspected Syria fraudster Omobolanle Bombata, aka Bobo Chicago, Awara Chicago, how na dey, what's up, was fighting to stay out of jail after allegedly hacking into the emails of several companies to steal millions of dollars. I think I'm going to bring that case separately for you guys and we'll talk about it, okay? Bobo Chicago implicated another Nigerian, Wale Ogundano, whose African Shrine nightclub license got revoked over similar fraud charges. Wow. Nigerians in US, they do great. Oh. Like, seriously? So all of paddies now would think that you are all involved in legit business in the United States, not knowing that fraud lefting bira. It's fraud that you guys are using to, to live your lifestyles. Huh. In famous Yahoo boys, Raymond Ray Hush Puppy, yes, we all know about Hush Puppy, Abbas and Mr. Woodbury were languishing at Fort Dix over internet fraud as well. So, guys, it's so sad that grown men with children and families are out here in the US defrauding people, siphoning money, diverting money that has been set aside by US government to help people whom COVID has affected their business one way or the other. And these people are now using Oluwole fake documentation and fake business names allegedly to siphon money off the government. And those people who should legitimately be given this money are not able to access this money because they've taken the money. Guys, it's so sad that an alleged Nigerian pastor would find himself in such a situation. What does the commandment say? Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not covet what is not yours. Like, pastor, did you not read that in your own Bible? Did you not read in the Bible that thou shalt not covet what is not yours? That thou shalt not steal? And it surprises me that a pastor would go ahead to do this because you preach, you say you are a pastor, right? You know the gospel, you know the word of God. And I won't be surprised that years down the lane, maybe in your old age, or even right now, something crazy or something deadly starts to happen in your family, and it is your type that will come out and say, what did I do to be going through this? You will not know what you've done in the past. And when your family starts to suffer the consequences of your actions, that's when I'm saying, I do not know who I've offended. You do not know you do not know whom you have offended. Like, it is not about jazz alone. You take what is not yours, you cause tears to fall in the eyes of people who actually needed the help the most. That is you partially ruining their lives. And when you start suffering the consequences of it, you will not know then that this was what you did that is bringing out all of these things to reign in your life. Like, guys, please do leave your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. Like, it's so crazy the kind of lifestyle some of our Nigerians are living in diaspora. If you have these two hands, you should be able to believe that the work of your hands should be enough for you. It is not a crime to have multiple businesses. It is not a crime to apply for such COVID fundings if you are eligible, if you are entitled to it. I will believe that in a way, this pastor was eligible, entitled to apply, but then he used some Dagbo Oluwole paperwork to help him get enough money, and innocent people who should be benefiting from this money will be left out. It's crazy how we just care about ourselves alone, about our own personal interests alone. Because if the government who have actually put these funds in place do not care about their citizens, do you think you as a fraudster will be able to put forward an application to apply for such money? Our own government back home is not doing these things. During COVID period, how many businesses in Nigeria did Nigerian government give any money to? Let us be frank here. How many businesses in Nigeria did Nigerian government give any money to? We saw COVID palliatives that were meant to be given to people. Some people use it as their birthday takeaway stuff. That when they go to party, they use as souvenir. Yes, they allegedly used COVID palliatives as their birthday souvenirs. Like, guys, can we just stop this? Can we stop being selfish? It's not about you alone. It involves other innocent, vulnerable people whose business are no longer in existence. And you can imagine that some people have borrowed money from banks to start up that business, and then COVID came, bush, the business went down. They will have to pay back that loan at some point. That is where incentives like this from the government have been put into place. But yeah, trust our Nigerian Baba Gbalagbas, trust our Nigerian alleged pastor, trust our Nigerian alleged monarch that's been mentioned in this story to use their fraudulent ways to siphon people's money. Guys, leave your thoughts and opinion in the comment section as to what you think in regards to this story. And I know some people are like, oh, it is the money they stole from our forefathers. Which money did they steal from your forefathers? What money did your forefather put in the US government hands? Let us be talking fact. Let us be putting the matter where we should be putting it. Let us be throwing the comments where we should be throwing it, calling out the wrongs. The wrong is wrong, call it out. The right is right, appreciate the right. But when the wrong is wrong, let us be boldly out here calling out the wrong. This is not fair. This is not fair, guys. I'm out. Okay, I'm out. Guys, if you've watched this video, if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to like, drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe if you've not yet subscribed, turn on the post notification, share this video, do not hesitate to join my membership, and I'll catch up with you in another video. Alright? I'm out, guys. I'm out.
In my veins, I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame, cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearrange